Now problems on surface integration. First one, evaluate integral over S f bar dot n cap ds, where f bar is equal to 18 z I bar minus 12 j bar plus 3y k bar, and S is the part of the plane two x plus 3y plus 6z equal to 12, which is located in the first octant. Let f bar is equal to 18 z I bar 12 j bar plus 3y k bar. This is the vector point function defined on the surface S, where S is the part of the plane 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12. This is the plane in the three-dimensional view. 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 2, which is located. We are not taking the entire 2x plus 3y plus 6z is equal to 12 plane. We are taking the part of the plane is a surface. Our surface is part of the plane, but where is it located? Which is located in the first octant. What is first octant? In the two-dimensional geometry, we know that. So x-axis and y-axis. In the two-dimensional geometry, x-axis, y-axis. It is the first quadrant. It is the second quadrant. This is third quadrant. This is fourth quadrant. Here, in the first quadrant, positive x-axis, positive y-axis. In the second quadrant, positive y-axis, negative x-axis. In the third quadrant, negative y-axis and positive x-axis. That means, and in the fourth quadrant, positive x-axis and negative y-axis. Therefore, that means here, so the values of x are positive, values of y are negative. Such kind of points can be occurs in this quadrant. Therefore, so two-dimensional graph paper is divided into four quadrants. That is the first quadrant. In the first quadrant, only positive x and y axis. In the second quadrant, third quadrant, and the fourth quadrant. So in the similar way, so three-dimensional axis x, y, and z can also be divided into 8 parts. So octant means 8. Octant means 8. So we can divide the three-dimensional x, y, z axis into 8 parts. So 8 parts. So this is octants. So in the first octant, like this, positive x-axis, positive y-axis, and positive z-axis involved. So this is called first octant. First octant means in the three-dimensional x, y, and z axis, we consider only positive x-axis, positive y-axis, and positive z-axis. In this first octant, whatever the part of the given surface, given plane is there, we can take that part of the plane as a surface of our problem. Surface of our problem. So that is the meaning of the S is the part of the plane in the first octant. We are taking the part which is located in the first octant. That is first octant, positive x, positive y, and positive z axis. The lower limit, lower values of positive x axis, positive y axis, and positive z axis are 0, 0, 0 respectively. Now let phi of x, y, z 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12 equal to 0. Say this is equation number 1. Be the surface. Be the surface. Now unit normal. Now first we have to find normal to the surface. Now normal to the surface phi is given by, we know that in the previous unit vector differentiation we already explained that del phi is the normal vector to the surface. Therefore del phi, we know that I bar dou by dou x of phi plus j bar dou by dou y of phi plus k bar dou by dou z of phi. Therefore this is equal to I bar into dou by dou x of phi. So partial derivative of 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12 with respect to x, as y, z and minus 12 are constants. Therefore derivative of 2x is 2I bar plus j bar into dou by dou y of phi. Partial derivative of phi with respect to y, as x and z 12 are constants. Derivative of 3y, 3 into 1. So 3 j bar plus k bar into dou by dou z of phi. Here partial derivative of phi with respect to z, as x, y are constants. So these derivatives being 0, derivative of 6z is a 6 and 12 derivative is also 0, as it is a constant. 6 into k bar. This is del phi. But we have to find unit normal vector n cap. So therefore this is a normal. Unit normal is a del phi by modulus of del phi, that is a unit normal, which is denoted by n cap. Now unit normal n cap is equal to del phi by modulus of del phi. Therefore unit vector formula a cap is equal to a bar by modulus of a bar. Here unit normal of del phi is del phi by modulus of del phi. That is equal to del phi is 2I bar plus 3j bar plus 6k bar. 2I bar plus 3j bar plus 6k bar by modulus of del phi. Modulus of 2I plus 3j plus 6k bar, that is the square root of components of I bar whole square 2 square 4, component of j bar whole square 3 square 9, component of k bar whole square 6 square 36. Therefore this is equal to 36 plus 4 40 plus 9 49. Square root of 49 is 7. So 2I bar plus 3j bar plus 6k bar by 7. This is the unit normal n cap. Therefore now find f bar dot n cap ds. Now f bar dot n cap ds. Now f bar is equal to 18 z I bar minus 12 j bar plus 3y k bar. 18 z I bar minus 12 j bar plus 3y k bar dot n cap, that is 1 by 7 into 2i bar plus 3j bar plus 6k bar. Therefore this is equal to I bar dot I bar 1 by 7 is a scalar quantity, we are writing it out. So I bar dot I bar 1, so therefore 18 into 2, that is 36 into z, and other dot products with I bar are 0. I bar dot j bar, I bar dot k bar being 0, minus 12 into 3, 12 3 is 36 into 12 into 3, 36, as j bar dot j bar is equal to 1 plus as k bar dot k bar 1, 3y into 6, that is 18y. So therefore this is a f bar dot n cap ds. Now consider the projection of S in the xy plane. From the two-dimensional we are converting into two-dimensional. Now consider the projection of S in the xy plane. Therefore ds is equal to dx into dy by modulus of n cap dot k cap. Here you may get doubt. In which plane shall we consider the projection of S? Here xy f bar dot n cap, here in the plane del phi, in the phi 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12 is equal to 0. So therefore if you can consider the projection of S either in xy plane or yz plane or zx plane, you can get the same answer. So as your wish, you can consider the projection of S in either xy or yz or zx, as our normal unit normal consists of I bar, j bar and k bar. So because of that we can consider either in xy or yz or zx. So therefore you should keep in our mind that denominator should never be 0. That is only the point you should keep in our mind. So in such a way you can consider the projection of S in xy or yz or zx plane. We have three possibilities. So if any possibility, the denominator of any possibility becomes 0, you can go for another one, because ds in that case ds tends to infinity. Ds means it is the elementary. So elementary surface. So infinity is not at all a feasible value. So infinity means we are not able to say anything about infinity. So you should take care of the denominator such that it should not be infinity. Sorry, it should not be 0. That means ds should not be infinity. Now to find the limits of x and y, to evaluate the surface integration, we require the limits for x and y. Now our projection lies in the xy plane. So since z is equal to 0 in the xy plane, equation 1 becomes, that means surface becomes equation 1 plus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. That means 2x plus 3y is equal to 12 as z is equal to 0 in the xy plane. 2x plus 3y equal to 12 minus 12 equal to 0. That means 12. So therefore it becomes a two-dimensional graph. So therefore from this y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 3. So y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 3. So here 2x is adding. So if you can write in the right hand side, it becomes minus 2x subtraction. Here 3 is a multiplication factor. If you can write it in the right hand side, it becomes a divisor. Therefore 12 minus 2x by 3. Therefore y varies from 0 to, as I explained earlier, in the first octant x is positive axis, y is positive axis, z is a positive axis. Therefore lower limit of x, y and z, I clearly explained that 0 is the lower limit. So positive y axis lower limit is 0 and upper limit is 12 minus 2x by 3. Therefore y varies from 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. We already explained the procedure of double integration in the multiple integrations in the first year, first semester. Therefore y varies from 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Therefore y varies from 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Now we have to find the limits of x. Along x-axis, y is equal to 0, z is equal to 0, z is already 0. Therefore equation 1 becomes equation 1 becomes 2x equal to 12. 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore y equal to 0, z equal to 0. Therefore 2x minus 12 equal to 0. Therefore 2x is equal to 12. Hence x is equal to 6. Therefore x varies from 0 to 6. Now evaluate integral over s f bar dot n cap ds. Now integral over s f bar dot n cap ds is equal to, now double integral f bar dot n cap dx dy. Therefore f bar dot n cap dx dy by modulus of n cap dot k cap. Therefore this is equal to double integral. See, I written ds, so I just calculated f bar dot n cap ds, so ds is not here, sorry, remove ds. F bar dot n cap, that is 1 by 7 into 36z minus 36 plus 18y. 1 by 7 into 36z minus 36 plus 18y into dx dy by modulus of n cap dot k cap, that is n cap is equal to 1 by 7 2i bar plus 3j bar plus 6k bar dot k bar. So I bar dot k bar 0, j bar dot k bar 0, so k bar dot k bar 1, therefore 6 by 7. N cap dot k cap is 6 by 7, since k bar dot k bar 1. 6 by 7. Therefore here 7 7 gets cancelled. Now here limits of y is equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3 and x limits are 0 to 6. Here integration with respect to x and y. So here you have to transfer this z in terms of x and y by making the substitution from the surface equation. Our surface equation is now z is equal to, our surface equation phi is 2x plus 3y plus 6z minus 12 is equal to 0. Therefore from this z is equal to plus 12 minus 2x minus 3y by 6, x plus 3y plus 6z equal to 12. Therefore z is equal to 12 minus 2x minus 3y by 6. Therefore this is the value of z. Therefore here z can be written as double integral x equal to 0 to 6, y equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3, 36 into z, that is 12 minus 2x minus 3y by 6 minus 36 plus 18y into dx dy. Therefore this can be written as, this is equal to integral x equal to 0 to 6, integral y equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Here 6 ones 6 6. Therefore here 6. Now 12 into 6, that is 72 minus 6 into 2, 12x, minus 6 into 3, 18y, minus 36 plus 18y into dx dy. Therefore, plus 18y minus 18y gets cancelled. Therefore, this is equal to integral x equal to 0 to 6 and y is equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3, 72 minus 36, that is equal to 36 minus 12x. Here by 6 is there, dx dy by 6, dx dy by 6, dx dy by 6. Therefore, here x is equal to 0 to 6, y is equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3. Now 6 is a common factor. 6 minus 2x into dx dy by 6. Therefore, 6 gets cancelled. Therefore, now integration with respect to x and y. We already explained how to integrate the multiple integrals. Here, first with respect to y, since the limits of y are in terms of x, and finally integrating with respect to x, since x limits are constants. So first integrate with respect to the variable whose limits are in terms of variables, and finally you can integrate with respect to the variable whose limits are in constants. Therefore, here we can integrate with respect to y. This is equal to integral x equal to 0 to 6, integral y equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3, 6 minus 2x into dy into dx. Therefore, this can be written as integral x is equal to 0 to 6. Here first integrate with respect to y, since the limits of y are in terms of x, and then with respect to x, since the limits of x are in terms of constant. We already explained the procedure of multiple integrals in the multiple integrals chapter in the first year, first semester. Keeping x as a constant, now integrate with respect to y. Here 2 is a common factor. We are taking out 2, 3, integration of 1 with respect to y, that is y, minus 2x is a constant, integration of 1, that is also y. So therefore, limits y equal to 0 to 12 minus 2x by 3 into dx. Therefore, this can be written as 2 into integral x is equal to 0 to 6. So here we already taken out 2 as a common factor. So therefore here x into y. Therefore this can be written as, so y as a common factor, 3 minus x into y. So therefore upper limit 12 minus 2x by 3 and lower limit is 0. Therefore this can be written as 2 into by 3 integral x is equal to 0 to 6. Now multiply 12 into 3, 36, 36, 3 into 2, 6x minus 12x plus 2x square into dx. This is equal to 2 by 3 integral x equal to 0 to 6, 36 minus 18x plus 2x square into dx. 2 by 3 integration of 36 with respect to x, that is x minus 18 into x square by 2 plus 2 into x cube by 3, upper limit 6, lower limit is a 0, therefore 0 to 6 we are using the integration of x power n is equal to x power n plus 1 by n plus 1. Therefore this is equal to now 2 by 3 into upper limit 36 into 6 minus 0 minus 2 ones 2 nines 9 into x square, that is upper limit 36 minus 0 plus 2 by 3 into 6 cube. So that is 6 cube is equal to 216 minus 0. Therefore again this can be written as 2 by 3 into 6 into 6, 36, that is 216 minus 9 into 6, 54, 9 into 3, 27, 27 plus 5, that is 32 plus here 3 sevens, 21, 3 twos. Therefore now 2 twos 4, 2 sevens 14, 144. Therefore this is equal to 2 by 3, 144 plus 216, 4 plus 6, 10, 5 plus 1, 6, 3 minus 324, that is 2 by 3 into 10 minus 4, 6, 5 minus 2, 3, and 3 minus 3, 0, 3 ones, 3 twelves, that is equal to 24. Therefore integral over s f bar dot n cap ds is equal to 24, which is the required surface integration.